In a fast-paced market like Southeastern Massachusetts, the modern first showing takes place on a 4-inch piece of glass in a buyer's hand. Buyers process visual data in milliseconds, making instantaneous decisions to either pause on your property or swipe past it forever, long before they ever look at your listing description. This creates a difficult friction. Sellers are marketing a life-changing financial asset, yet they often use photos that capture nothing but their own mundane daily routines. Effective photo prep hacks a buyer's split-second attention span to stop that scroll. Many sellers default to a lived-in look, leaving kids' backpacks by the door, cereal bowls in the sink, and cluttered reminders on the fridge. This creates a psychological barrier. When a home is saturated with the current owner's story, a potential buyer has no room to imagine their own future unfolding in those rooms. Success requires a narrative vacuum, the intentional erasure of the current owner's identity to create a blank psychological canvas. By dismantling your daily story, you allow the buyer's ego to naturally rush in and fill the void. Start with absolute depersonalization. Pack away mail piles, wall calendars, kids' artwork, and anything bearing a recognizable name or face. Family photos are especially problematic because they act as subconscious territorial markers, reminding the buyer that they are a guest in a stranger's territory. You also need to remove the physical mechanics of life. TV wires, phone chargers, and countertop appliance cords should be completely invisible to the camera. Look at how the eye gets caught on these tangled cords. A quick strip of painter's tape can secure those wires behind your furniture, hiding them from the photographer's lens. Removing this visual friction allows the buyer's brain to stop tracking your clutter and start focusing on the architecture of the space itself. Once the clutter is gone, focus on the details: dust-free baseboards, streak-free fridge doors, and a swept entry with fresh mulch. Cleanliness triggers a deep subconscious signal of dependability and care. A messy or unkempt space suggests more than just a lack of cleaning. It leads buyers to worry about hidden structural issues and deferred maintenance. A spotless interior and tidy exterior suggest the property has been thoroughly maintained, helping to lower the buyer's initial skepticism about the home's condition. However, a completely empty, sterile room can feel just as alienating as a cluttered one. Staging key rooms, the kitchen, living room, and primary bedroom, reintroduces a story in a calculated way. Neutral touches like freshly folded towels, a simple table centerpiece, and crisp pillows convey warmth without imposing a specific personality. These elements set a welcoming mood, giving the buyer the starting point they need to project their own future into the home. A seller in Freetown recently applied these steps. Their home began the morning heavily lived in, with exposed cords and the evidence of a busy daily narrative. By noon, the transformation was complete. Counters were cleared, cords were hidden, and rooms were staged. This dashboard illustrates the immediate difference in how the market responds to those changes. The listing generated heavy web traffic within hours, which led directly to a wave of physical showings. Within just a few days, the seller accepted a highly competitive offer. Preparing for listing photos creates the specific conditions a stranger needs to stop their scroll and start imagining a life they haven't even lived yet.